Hello guys and welcome back to my FPL review for the game week. Finished on 77 points. It was above the average, but I did think my game was -4, so I only finished a point above the average on 73 points technically. As you can see, my defence really let me down this week. Kabore didn't even start his game, which was really annoying for me. Only 19 minutes played and he got a point, but you know, I could have got one more point off the bench and that was it really if he didn't play. Sanchez, no clean sheet, which means no clean sheet for Gusto. Gusto didn't give out any goals because Chelsea didn't score any goals. It was a pretty dead game to be fair, and a stupid Ang losing his clean sheet in the very last minute, really, against Newcastle. That goal happened very late on. But will it come up? It don't come up with the time there, does it? No. But yeah, that was painful to watch happen. Eze brought into my team this week and he came good. 8 points with that goal, and he got he did well. He did well for me. He got 1 bonus point. He got a goal. It's a nice little game week from him. Foden getting 5 points. He got another assist this week, and if you keep like three assists in 3 game weeks in a row here now, that is nice to see. And you see, he didn't have a high expected assist, but you know, Haaland will make do with it. Salah, he got a goal this week. Finally got a goal, but he's doing that goal assist. So I'm expecting in Wolves next week him to get an assist. I am contemplating still taking him out, but that goal has let him stay in my team for a bit longer. We'll allow it to go on just for now. Martinelli this week got an assist, sadly against United. It is a bit painful, yeah, but it is what it is. He had high expected. Goals conceded, that is. Yeah, wow. Watkins still not doing it for me. Still no goal. 4 games. I think coming to the next game week is in 2 weeks away now, but I think Watkins is on thin ice for me. There's not more I can say to that. Yeah, he's on thin ice. He's just not performing for me. It's time to look at an Emma Ferguson who's scoring hat-tricks or something like that, or Ariona who scored 7 games in a row up until this week. Haaland coming good. 3 goals and an assist, 20 points on the board, got 3 bonus, 40 points because he was my captain. Everyone captained him. You can tell everyone captained him because everyone got 72 points. 40 of them points from everyone was from Haaland, because 90% of people got, well, how many people have on the team? 91.8, and that's a rise every week. I reckon we'll see a week where it's 100% this year. I can't imagine anyone going against the grain against Haaland unless he does not touch the team all year. And then Vissa, he did come close a couple of times, but he just didn't score this game week. I've still got faith in Vissa, unlike Watkins, because Vissa's actually scored this year, but it is 2 blanks in a row. It's worrying to see, but we'll sit on it for now, because he's a lot cheaper than Watkins. He's 2 mil cheaper than Watkins. Just on it. Made the right choice with Onana. He got 0 points. Sanchez got me 2 points. Saliba, as I said, I could have put Saliba in for Kabore, but I didn't want to bet against United. I wasn't going to bet against United, so Kabore came in. Adingra 1 point again. Once again, he's on thin ice. He's just not playing as much as I thought he would be playing. He got 1 minute played. 1 minute. I mean, he got more than 1 minute, but he came on in the 89th minute, so he's only got 1 minute on FPL. And Pau Torres did not get a clean sheet, but I wasn't expecting him to. It was Liverpool away. That's why he was last on the bench. So yeah, the only better choice I could have made was to bring Saliba on. The players that I took out, Garnacho. Garnacho was good, but it was offside, so I'm not too worried about that. And who else did I take out? Gusto. Took out Ben Mee for Gusto, and Ben Mee didn't do anything. Now we'll go on to the games. Each game, talking about who I liked from each game and who actually caught my eye. Bowen still catching my eye, scoring goals there. Ward-Prowse getting another assist. And as I explained in my betting video, or I will explain in my betting video, Paqueta did not get a goal, but did get an assist. It's good to watch. Luton, I just feel like you need to avoid Luton, but this West Ham ball with Bowen especially and Ward-Prowse is going to be catching eyes. Sheffield versus Everton. The only person that caught my eye from this game was Cameron Archer. He looked vicious. He looked on fire, and I think he's like 5 mil, 4.5 mil. Definitely worth looking at getting to the team if he's going to be starting every week and playing like that for Sheffield. Who have Sheffield got next week? Spurs. So maybe not right now, but maybe it's one that you keep and watch, wait and see what will happen. With Everton, no one caught my eye. Maybe Danjuma, and I said I'd keep my eye on Patterson because he does get assists, but he's just not going to get the clean sheets. So is it worth getting him in your team? I don't know. Brentford versus Bournemouth, and Buemo keeping on it, got a goal right near the end, and Shardy getting involved. I've talked about these guys in the past before already, but yeah, getting involved. Brooks, who I spoke about last week, of keeping my eye on, and he did score. Solanke scoring as well. As I said, I've been keeping my eye on Solanke all season. I'm tempted to get him in for Watkins. As I said, Watkins didn't play well this week, and Solanke just gets involved in the goals. If we go look at him now, look, he's got 3 goal involvements this year in 4 games. That's decent. It's better than what, well, I think it's the same as what Watkins is doing, but he's getting goals as well. Tavernier, as I spoke about in my initial video at the start of the year, Tavernier is one of the players that I keep my eye on, because even though he is injury prone, when he is back, he gets involved in goals, and as he did this week, got involved in a goal. Spurs versus Burnley, and a lot of people are going to be transferring in Son this week, I reckon. He got 3 goals, and everyone's going to be like, oh my, Son's back at it. He did this last year against Leicester, and I can tell you, I don't think Son is back at it. I think, Son's playing well this year, but you see, that's all he's done all year. I just don't think Son's worth it. The Spurs are playing well, but I think if you're going for a Spurs player, definitely Maddison, or maybe even Pedro Porro, who did get an assist, and gets involved in the clean sheets. He's had a very good season so far, actually, looking at that. So yeah, Pedro Porro is someone to definitely look at. But with them fixtures coming up against Arsenal, Liverpool, you might want to leave out until he comes to this Luton, Fulham, Palace, Chelsea, Wolves, Villa little run there, because that will be a lot nicer for points for him. Chelsea versus Forest. Chelsea just did perform, did they? People have a lot of points back behind Chelsea clean sheets, and it didn't happen. Alanga with an Arioni assist, so Arioni is still worth looking at. A goal involvement every single game so far this year, but he does have that tough City game coming up, so it might be worth sitting back, waiting to see what happens. Haaland back at it, as I said. I was talking about the other hat trick with Son, how you don't want to look at Son even though he's got a hat trick. Haaland, mate, I want to see that rising. He just keeps on at it, doesn't he? Foden came good for me, as I said, he got the assist. Alvarez with 2 assists and a goal, definitely worth looking at as well as another striking option, but his price keeps on rising too. But he is getting that consistent game time, starting every game, especially whilst De Bruyne's out. It might be worth backing him. I know City players are hard to back sometimes because of it, but yeah, Callum Wilson's scoring, but Ferguson getting 3 goals, and Matoma continuing to be involved in the goals. Once again, 4 goal involvements in 4 games. It's always good to see. But Ferguson, 3 goals in that start. They had 80 minutes played. If he continues starting while Welbeck's out, hopefully he can start all season. Because if you put performance like that in, he's worth getting in. 4 goals this year so far. This guy needs to be in a lot of teams. Crystal Palace versus Wolves. Eze came in good. Mateo got 2 assists. One of them was a nice assist, but one of them just came off his back. Yeah, you be careful with that one. Neto getting 2 assists, no goals though. But yeah, involved in the play. As I said, probably Wolves' best player is Neto or Cunha to get involved in goals. Salafana coming good. Says Balzai coming good. Darwin with 2 assists, back-to-back game weeks where he's getting 2 goal involvements, 4 goal involvements for the year, and then another Trent assist. His first of the season. That surprised me, to be fair. And the clean sheet. So Trent ran away with the bonus this week. We'll look at that in a second when we talk about the team of the week. Arsenal versus Man United. This was a painful one. 1-1 to the 90th minute. I thought we played okay. We could have played better. Yeah. Out of these players, I think Saka's the only one to look at still for Saka and Martinelli. Both getting an assist, getting involved in the goals. They're the ones that are worth looking at. Rashford definitely still worth looking at for United. But yeah, that is the rundown for each game. I did like Højlund when he came on. Højlund did seem like he's going to get involved in the goals, and I might just be turning to him. As I said, I'm going to be looking at getting a new striker instead of Watkins, and there's a few on the list, but we'll speak about that in my game week preview in 2 weeks' time. Before that, because we've got an international break to live through, and I don't know what I'm going to do over that, but we'll find something. Team of the week. Son is seen as the star of the week, but he got as many points as Haaland did. But don't forget about Ferguson and Alvarez both getting involved in the goals. It is definitely worth looking at. Look at that. 5 goal involvements for the boy. Oh, that is tempting to look at. It is really tempting to look at. But yeah, we're gonna put it to the side for now. I'm not gonna make any transfers over this break. We're gonna wait. We're gonna sit on it, and yeah, hopefully everything will be alright with that. Zuma, people might get him in because of the goal. don't get Zuma in, guys. I'm not going to recommend it. Same with Willy Bolla. You know, he's been on form recently, to be fair. He got a clean sheet with the 3 bonus points this week. He got a goal last week. But yeah, Willy Bolla is not that man. Solomon getting 2 assists. This is his first start of the season. Might be things to come, but I don't think this will be a sign of things to come. So yeah, stay away. And Gilmore getting 2 assists as well. People might get him because of his price at 4.9 mil. He might be worth it, but for me right now, I'm staying back. No thank you. But yeah, that is the rundown for the game week, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in 2 weeks with my FPL preview.